What is up, YouTube? It is Doc here, Docky Style Gaming, and I am back at it again with another Godfall video for you all today. Now in this video, we're going to be breaking out all things lore and story with Godfall. Now, I have made a video about the lore previously, and though I won't say it's super outdated, we have got some more information that I kind of want to update into a brand new video, along with some of the older info as well. Plus, I've been getting a lot more eyes on the channel, so in case you're new, here's all the lore in one whole video. Plus, Godfall, Twitter, and devs, and potentially community managers, I see y'all on Twitter. Funnily enough, right after I posted my Godfall Greatsword video, a weapon that the devs have intentionally not been talking about for some reason. A few hours later, they post a blog post, and what are they talking about in it? Greatswords. So hopefully, if y'all are watching this video, we want some lore now too. Just, I'm gonna put this video out, and if you so happen to release a lore blog post, or maybe a lore game spot, I would appreciate it. The fans would appreciate it. Not saying you are watching my videos or liking my videos, but I see y'all liking my post on Twitter. So, potentially Godfall devs, Counterplay Games, Gearbox Publishing, we want some more lore details as well, and potentially some gameplay or cinematics to go with the lore story beats. So anyways, let's hop straight into the actual lore in Godfall, starting off with the lore, and then we'll go into the actual story beats of the game and leading up to the start of the game as well. So I think it's best to start with, of course, our characters. Now, our characters, as of right now, are referred to as avatars. They are the last of the Valorian Knight Order, which are godlike warriors that are able to actually equip the legendary Valorplates. Now, I will touch on the Valorians and Valorplates in a little bit, but I'm going to go back into our characters for the moment. Now, in the game, our character's mission or goal as one of the last vestiges of this exalted Knight Order is to fight through the elemental realms to stop the apocalypse, preserve the last vestiges of their world Empyrean, and stop the mad god Macros. Now, according to Keith Lee in the PlayStation Lifestyle interview, he did say that the world of Empyrean is split up into 5 elemental realms. The first realm being Earth, which is one of the ones that we see in just about every gameplay trailer. Next is Water, which we've actually recently got a bunch of brand new footage about. After Water, we have the very geometric Air realm, when we see a lot of the footage, it's a bunch of geometric shapes there. And then moving on to the Golden Furnace of the Fire realm. And lastly, the yet to be revealed Spirit realm. Again, another one of those details that the devs are being real hush-hush on, but also plays a pretty big part lore-wise, and I'm sure probably story-wise in the game as well. So that's pretty much our characters as a whole, being a part of the last of the Valorian Knight Order, but what good are knights without their armor? So let's talk about the Valorplates. Now, the Valorplates are 12 legendary armor sets that transform the wielders into masters of melee combat. Though thought to be lost in time, the Valorplates are inspired by the Zodiac and crafted in the images of each of the 12 Archons, each with their own unique characteristics and historical lineage as well. And as I make some more of these breakdowns, and potentially when we get some more footage and details as well, we'll be able to get a bit more into the backstory of each one of the Valorplates. But now, shifting gears, let's head over into the story aspects of the game. Now, this first part is pretty much the prelude. It's what happens all before the game even starts, probably years and years and years before the game even takes place. So we're going to talk about that, and then we'll talk about what actually leads into the start of the game. So thanks to a bunch of Twitter posts and just some lore details and a lot of different interviews, blog posts, PlayStation Lifestyle, PlayStation blog, even some details in PlayStation UK magazine, we did get quite a bit of info on the lore and overall story aspect, especially leading up into the start of the game. So according to all the lore that we got, it starts by saying that the great being known as Cosmera created the world of Empyrean. The 12 Archons were her creations and were the creations that destroyed their creator. Now, not long after the 12 Archons were created, they collaborated and created the first of the Valorians. And of course, they crafted them and created them all in their images. Now, not long after, and who knows, could be to pure boredom, but foolishly, the Archons decided to create physical forms for themselves, thus bringing them into the physical realm. Now, once in the physical realm, they began to deal with the effects of being mortal, and that is mortal sins, anger, jealousy, and ambition, which of course led to conflict among all of the Archons. And of course, not long after, they all went to war, using the Valorians that they all created to fight their battles and wars. Now, with no end to these wars in sight, ultimately the Archons' war was destroying the civilization that the Valorians were attempting to build. So, taking advantage of the 12 Archons' hate for each other and their refusal to work together, the Valorians teamed up to take on the Archons together, knowing that they couldn't beat them alone. But according to the lore, the price was high, but it had to be done. And all 12 Archons were sent screaming back to the realm of dreams and spirits. And now the Valorians could ultimately build the true society that they had originally envisioned. So all of this essentially takes place prior to our game events. Now when we fast forward to the events of our game, Empyrean is now on the precipice of ruin, and we have to stop the mad god Macros from bringing about the apocalypse of Empyrean and essentially undoing all the work that the Valorianite Order had once completed. So across the elemental realms we'll go to eventually take out Macros, the mad god, essentially leading us to the main adventure of the game. Now, as of right now, that is all of the lore information that we got in terms of story details and a bit of the details when it comes to the Valorians, the Valorplates, and our characters in game. Now, though it seems like that is quite a bit of info, there's still a lot of stuff that we're missing, and again, hopefully, if you're watching Counterplay Games or Godfall or Gearbox Publishing, I mean, we could still use some of the names of the 12 Archons so we could get a sneak peek of that spirit realm. I mean, let us see how Cosmero looks. Let's put some images to these names is really what it is. What do our avatars look like when they're not in some of the Valorplates? I'm just super curious because there's still a lot of stuff that we kind of need to see even with all the lore that we got. Like I said, right now, Godfall's in that weird place where they actually have quite a bit of info on the game, especially if you go digging and doing your research for it. But when it comes to footage, they're not showing much off. So again, hopefully somebody's seeing this and later today we get another blog post or a secret trailer talking about the lore. I would greatly appreciate it. But in case we don't, let me know what you guys think about the lore that we got so far, and if you think that the 12 Archons are potentially going to reappear in the game. Now personally, I think it'd be dope if they were all mini bosses, but at the same time, I think I mentioned it in the last video that I did on the lore as well, I think it would be pretty dope, maybe expensive, but pretty dope if each DLC was based off of one of the 12 Archons returning, and essentially culminated into a brand new final DLC where all this time that the Archons have been in there, they kind of learned the error of their ways, and instead of fighting, they decided to work together and they built a brand new Valorplate and all of their images together. I feel like that'd be dope. You fight a brand new boss, you could potentially unlock a 13th Valorplate. Now that's just speculation. I think it would be dope, but also 12 DLCs is a lot of money considering we now know that DLCs are going to be paid DLCs. But again, let me know in the comment section what you guys personally want to see from this game in terms of story, lore, and content. I'm gonna end it right there because this video is supposed to be out at 9 p.m. and it's probably coming out sometime early this morning because I could not find my notebooks that had all my scripts in it. I literally was up for, I kid you not, 6 hours looking for my notebooks with all my scripts for my video, and I could not find the script that had my lore. And even though I could have actually just rewrote it down, I was determined to find my notebook. I found it, but after 6 hours of searching, I was like, yeah, this video ain't coming out on time. So don't worry, you still will get another Godfall video because I have at least been trying to release one Godfall video a day. So technically this video was supposed to be for yesterday, and you'll still get another Godfall video a little later today. So thank you all for watching. Like always, links to all my social media accounts are in the video description. If you liked the video, give it a like. If you didn't, don't. I'm out of here, guys. Thanks for the love. Thanks for the subs. Peace.